Hi, I'm Scott.
And I'm Greg, and we are Two Hungry Frozen Naturalists.
Greg, what Metro Park are we at today?
We are at Chestnut Ridge Metro Park outside of Canal, Winchester, Ohio.
And we're cooking for Valentine's Day today.
Yeah.
I promise you, you will go bananas over this cool dessert I have for you today. We have bananas that we are putting some marshmallows and some chocolate and some peanut butter chips in. So here's what I do. I take my banana, I cut a little triangle just like this. I cut that triangle, and then I pull off the little triangle piece, and that becomes my cap. So now I have a triangle piece just like this, and I'm pulling that off. Now I can put in anything I want. Now I'm going to place some marshmallows in here, and it doesn't matter if it's a little messy, it's kind of meant to be messy. I'm going to put some peanut butter chips in here. I like a lot of peanut butter chips, so I'm putting those in there. Then, if you want to, you can put you can put some chocolate in there. Some people like a lot of chocolate. It is Valentine's Day, so you gotta have a lot of chocolate, so I'm told. And we also, if you want to, we could put peanuts in, but I'm going to forego that for now. So then I take my cap and I put that little triangle piece right back on, and it's gonna fit about like that. Then you will just fold it over in foil and wrap it up. And while we're wrapping up this activity, I wanted to let you know that Scott has a few questions from some volunteers.
That's right, Greg. Lori and Landon have asked, do muskrats mate for life? And do Canada geese pair up for life?
Well, actually, 97% of mammal species are not monogamous. That means they don't mate for life. However, muskrats, not necessarily. They don't mate for life. And Canada geese, they do for the most part. Also, one of the things that I think is really neat is that the coyote is known as being one of the most monogamous mammals ever, even more than humans. Prairie voles are also extremely monogamous, and prairie voles have quite an affection for each other, and they will nurture each other and calm each other down when there's a lot of tension going on, and it's kind of a neat thing in nature that we don't see very often.
Yeah, you know, I've read about them nuzzling each other stuff, and it reminds me of one of my favorite songs from the 70s. And Greg, do you remember the 70s?
Oh no.
The rest of you, you know who you are if you remember the 70s. Muskrat Susie, Muskrat Sam, to the jitterbug out in Muskrat Land, and they tango and
Please
something,
call
something,
security.
something.
Somebody
we're
call
sorry,
security,
we're sorry,
please.
we're sorry. But I love that song.
Oh man.
But only the 70s could have produced it.
Oh, that's
So
true.
Greg, what's next? Are we going to be doing more bananas? Are you going to go bananas anymore?
I think we're going to go put this banana on the fire, and then we might have another question before we start the hot chocolate.
Okay, let's head on over to the fire.
Okay. So I'm just going to place this foiled banana right on top of the hot coals. And we had one that I'd made earlier, and we'll spread it out in a little bit, and we'll look and see what that looks like. So I'm putting this right on top of the hot coals, and I want to get it right down in there and get it nice and hot.
Greg, could you do that in your oven if you didn't have a fire?
You probably could, yeah. You actually could.
Good. All right, so are we going to cook something else today?
I think we're going to cook some hot chocolate over and you're going to do that part.
I am going to do that, so let's
hearing
go.
some sizzling over here. This is a good thing. A little sizzle. That's a good thing. And while we're here, real quick, I want to spread this out and just show you what our banana looks like. And I know a certain producer person who might really enjoy eating some of this chocolate marshmallow banana with gooiness, and look at that. Is that pretty awesome or what?
I want to be downwind just to smell
Oh yeah, you're gonna enjoy that one.
Okay, we're going to be making some real hot chocolate today. None of the wimpy Swiss Miss Nestle stuff. I've drunk, gallons of that in my life, but this is really thick hot chocolate. So what I've got is I put some whole milk in a pan, and I started heating it up earlier because the wind chill is probably about 0 degrees right now. So it's a little bit warm, and I have some really good quality chocolate. Not cocoa, but chocolate. This is kind of bittersweet chocolate, and I am gonna dump some into the hot milk. Now, I'm just eyeballing it now. I'll put out a recipe a little bit later, and we're gonna start melting that in the pan. Okay, it's gonna take a little while to do that.
One of our park visitors, Ward, has asked what about some odd mating rituals of animals. Could you tell us about?
I can tell you about some things like that. It's better than saying odd mating rituals of, say, naturalists, but nobody wants to know that.
Oh boy, you better call security on that one too.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking about in Manitoba, Canada, there's the red-sided garter snake. Now, in this population of snakes, every year about the first week of May, the males leave the place where they spend the winter. So they'll come out, and a week or so later, the females will come out. And so a female will come out, and the poor thing then is aggressively pursued by more than 100 males. She tries to get away from them for a while till finally, it happens. But there's other things too, and I'm thinking of the hooded seal. Okay. We don't have those in metro parks, but you can find a video online of this thing. The males have a large inflatable pink balloon that they can use when they're trying to intimidate other males. Okay, they'll blow it up through their nose. Okay, it's really, really cool. I'm also thinking of birds, okay? Birds often have really showy displays. Wild turkeys around here. The males strut their stuff, put their feathers up. Grouse, they'll make the drumming sound through their chest. So there's lots of animals that have...
Upland game bird, the woodcock.
The woodcock, the woodcock. We have woodcock programs coming up in metro parks later in February and in March, and the male woodcock does something like this. Okay, on the ground, around sunset, he'll be like this. He'll be going, beep, beep, beep.
Okay.
And then he takes flight
Right,
and does a spiral flight up into
Great,
the air.
Scott.
And
All
the
right.
female woodcocks
Thank you,
love
Scott.
it.
Can you tell me, how did you meet your sweetheart?
I met her working with kids like this at a camp.
Really?
I did, a
I did the
long
same
time
thing.
ago.
I met my sweetheart at a camp.
And Greg and I, we've been married combined, we were talking today, almost 50 years.
Not to
between
each
us.
other.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we are brothers from another mother, but
So a combined of almost 50 years.
Yep.
Our poor wives.
Yep.
Our poor wives.
yeah.
Oh.
And perhaps later we'll give you advice for your love life. Now,
yes.
and that could be
We have
trouble.
some good dating advice for you.
Oh boy, but right now we're finishing the hot chocolate. So the chocolate has melted into the milk, and I don't like my chocolate really, really sweet, but we want it thick. So what I've done is taken a little warm milk and a little cornstarch, stirred it in here, and I'm going to add it in here. This will act as a thickener for the hot chocolate. And I've got to bring it up to temperature a little more. I am going to turn up the burner. I don't want the milk to burn or anything. Yeah. Our hot chocolate is ready, so we're going to pour some in some cups today, and we're going to give you some dating advice, whether you want it or not.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh, look how thick that is. That is nice. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. We did have marshmallows for it too from the bananas.
Okay, we've got Scott and Greg's wonderful dating advice.
So if you're on a first date or a Valentine's Day date, we think these words of advice will improve your relationship immensely. Greg, what's the first thing you have?
Okay, the first one, and we highly recommend you follow these. I called everyone in my date book, and you were the only one available.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll work.
Okay.
Okay, this is another thing that will impress your date. My parents say if this date doesn't go well, they're going to kick me out of the basement.
Why, you're almost as nice as my last date 6 years ago.
I think Jar Jar Binks is the best Star Wars character ever.
Now, now that my toenail fungus has cleared up, we can actually take a walk if you want to.
So Tina, because you're so hardy when you do this, when it's really cold, and you have such fun with us, and you put up with us two village idiots, Two Hungry Naturalists.
Hey, wait a minute.
We made you. I made you a chocolate cake last night. I was gonna do it today, but it's too cold, and we found something in our kitchen or our storeroom or something.
We did, just for you.
Just for you.
Oh
And
my
It's a musical rose.
Press the button. Yes. Is that cool or what?
Yep. Happy Valentine's Day,
Happy
everybody.
Valentine's Day.
We'll see you around in Metro Parks.